Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the talking points from social media, and my voice is struggling a little bit after that live stream. I think the exciting ending of Smackdown has kind of caned my voice a little bit. Nia busted open. That Annihilator as well was brutal, mate. We'll get to the Smackdown folder. Let's go to WWE first. So Larry, thank you. Elite Rockers report in here that Fightful are saying that WWE reportedly has got no plans to turn Cody Rhodes heel in the near future. Most people in the company are against the idea. Me personally, I would turn him at some point. I don't think I would do it anytime soon, but I would do it at some point. But I'm not down on this news. I would keep him face for the foreseeable. I think we've still got to do him against The Rock, for example. I'd really love for that to be next year. I think he's still got to face Cena, of course, as well. So I expect Cody Cena later this year. I'm hoping that we get Cody Rock at some point. So keeping him face makes sense in my mind. But he'll one day. PW Insider reporting that Liv Morgan has officially wrapped up filming now for her movie and is expected to return very soon. I've also read that a lot of the feedback's been really positive for Liv. Apparently, there's been rave reviews for how she's kind of handled it over there. So many congratulations to her, but we should be getting her back very soon, which is obviously very exciting because that means we can get back to whatever stories we're going to tell. And honestly, if Charlotte is not going to be victorious and she's going to need Alexa, maybe we do still see Charlotte and Alexa going after Liv and Raquel. Talking of Smackdown, which, we just touched on there. Many congratulations to Alexa, who tweeted this out 3 hours ago, an image of her winning. Looking up at the heavens, I thought in this moment she might have been looking at Bray, but I think she was looking at the briefcases. But I kind of like this shot because with that Fireflies Fly Forever sign in the background and her looking up to the heavens, it sort of feels like it's Bray related. So I like the image. As Jordan says there, good picture. Nia getting busted. This dropkick is insane, mate. This is insane. She gets in the ring. Bang. Ah! Look at it. Bang. Ah! Mate, there is nothing fake about this. That chair just went brutally hard into Nia's face. For reals. Look at the bloods. You can see it on the side of... I'm surprised Nia hasn't actually tweeted out. I wonder if she's just getting checked over and getting like concussion checks and everything because, oh my God, it was brutal, mate. It was brutal. Look, you can see all the side of her head is red from the blood. So Blake, thank you. What is Solo on tonight? Larry said, did he just do the Iyo emote? It looks like he does. I mean, he doesn't, but it looks like he does. So there he is. He's not quite pointing the fingers in, but it's very close to the Iyo emote. So well spotted. Here we've got WrestleVotes saying that Cody is set to return very soon, most likely at Money in the Bank, and will be a central focus throughout the summer. Now, I was half expecting him, 3/4 expecting him for SmackDown. I even put it in the title because going back a good few weeks ago, it was reported that this was the show that he was rumoured to be returning on. Now, I don't know if that was information that was incorrect or if it was a case that they've now delayed it. But obviously there was no Cody. And word doing the rounds the other day that it was likely before Money in the Bank. But don't know. Yeah, I thought there was a chance that it was going to be on SmackDown. But sadly, it wasn't to be. So no good, a.k.a. Shockwave. Shout out to you. LA Knight attacks JC Mateo or Mateo or however you flipping pronounce it as Jacob Fatu confronts Solo. So JC is what we are going with. And obviously people have got thoughts. They're not keen from what I've seen. People aren't keen on that being Jeff Cobb's new name. But yeah, here we are. That is the name that we're going with. And that was trademarked by WWE going back about a week ago. It was in Old Unseen that they had trademarked that name. I don't think any of us expected that to be the new name for Jeff Cobb, though. So, wrestling fans since day one, thank you. J Omega, shout out to you. So, at Worlds Collide, meet and greet has been announced. Rey Fenix, Vikingo, Psycho Clown, and Pagano. So here you can do a meet and greet. I think you need the priority pass, which is obviously going to be even more money. You know, however they can get money out of you. But yeah, that's pretty cool though, isn't it? If you are going to that Worlds Collide show, you can get that priority pass and then you can meet some of the AAA talent. I think that's pretty fun. But I have no idea how much that priority pass or that kind of meet and greet ticket is like to do that. Brady, shout out to you. So here, Charlotte basically said, I don't need you. I don't need you as a friend. And as she walked off, Alexa said, keep telling yourself that. So Alexa, I think, is under the impression that Charlotte does need her. And so I'm still not sat here thinking that Alexa is going to turn on Charlotte. Not at the moment. Not yet. I'm not quite there. But I think Alexa has still got it in her mind that Charlotte needs her. And so I think something's going to go wrong for Charlotte. And then I think Charlotte and Alexa will end up being on the same page. Charlotte will probably ultimately betray Alexa. And then we will get a feud. But I don't know, it's very interesting. Alexa going up to Charlotte saying, have you thought any more about what I said last week? And there was a moment where it looked like Alexa corpsed a little bit, actually. I don't know if you caught that bit earlier. But Alexa was like, you was really good to me in the Performance Center. I've never forgot that. And Charlotte was like, I don't remember that. And Alexa's response was like... So there was a brief moment where Alexa looked like she corpsed a little bit. And then we had this moment here, which I can't play because we keep getting... I think they're getting a little bit more strict with copyright, to be honest. We've had a few kind of copyright claims through recently. So I'm having to be a little bit more careful. But yeah, I don't think Alexa has quite given up on Charlotte yet. So yeah, keep telling yourself that you don't need me. Right, OTC, thank you. R-Truth is going to take on his childhood hero at Saturday night's main event. So there we go. The match is made. I really like this story. R-Truth is saying that he wants to take on John because he wants to kind of remind John who he really is. This isn't the real John Cena. This isn't the John Cena that R-Truth knows. And so he wants to kind of bring him back, beat some sense into him. I think it's a good story. Here is Naomi. She says, Nia, I thought Samoans had hard heads. Your head busted open like a can of biscuits. Can you get cans of biscuits? I don't even know if you can get cans of biscuits. But either way, it's a good tweet. So well done to Solo. He has qualified for Money in the Bank. Well done to Alexa. She has qualified for Money in the Bank. Next week, more qualifiers. Charlotte is going up against Julia and Zelina. I think Julia makes it. And I think Charlotte realizes she does need some help. And I wonder if that's going to drive her towards Alexa. So I'm thinking Julia qualifies next week. Zelina doesn't need it. She's already a champion. And that's what I'm thinking happens there. Alistair against LA Knight against Shinsuke. Little bit tricky, this one. Little bit tricky. I think it's going to be Alistair. That would be my early prediction. But they gave Shinsuke a little promo this week, didn't they? So, never know. So, that was SmackDown. Let's go into other. Our wrestling fan, since day one, here, look, we got a new Dark State shirt. I believe this is their first shirt. So, Dark State from NXT have got a new shirt. A GoFundMe has been launched for Sabu and his family to help with the funeral expenses. I didn't get a chance to retweet that, actually. I'll do that now. So there we go. You can find that on my Twitter account, but there's plenty of links out there if you want to support that. I would like to think a lot of wrestlers will come in with some support for that. Larry, shout out to you. So, you look at these prices. These are Canadian prices, but apparently these have gone through the roof. Now, I don't know how true that is because I'm not in Canada, so it's hard for me to say. But from what I was reading in the comments, people were a bit confused thinking these were American dollars. These are Canadian dollars. So I think they are normally a little more expensive anyway, but apparently these prices coming in at nearly 1,000 Canadian dollars for replica belts. Apparently these prices have now gone out of control as well. So honestly, it's pretty crazy at the moment. Ticket prices going through the roof, merch prices going up. It's putting a bad taste in people's mouths, let's put it that way. Larry, again, thank you. So here, look, Ted DiBiase Jr. is now facing potentially 45 years in prison for alleged multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. 45 years in prison. That's what he's facing. I've got to think that would be the rest of his life in prison due to a big fraud scheme. Apparently, the case for that is going to start in August. So wrestling fans are going to keep their eyes very much on that. Isn't it crazy to think that he and Cody were both in Legacy? Look where Cody is now. And now look at where he is. It's very sad. NWA just announcing that themselves and Women of Wrestling are going to go onto ROKU. So they're heading to ROKU. So if you are interested in watching NWA or Women of Wrestling, you should be able to watch that on ROKU in the very near future. Kelly the Wise Lady, thank you. Cathy Kelley is filming a movie. And she said, my first movie role is coming very soon. So many congrats to her. I mean, do you know, I meant to put this into my personal folder. It seems like it's gone into this folder instead. But there is Bayley putting in the work. She said, comeback season, baby. And so, yeah, I included this because I think this is very motivational. I think that we all need motivation to get out there, put the work in. And, you know, at this time of year as well, we're about to go into the summer. You know, you might look at this picture and feel inspired. I feel inspired. I look at this and feel inspired. I thought you might as well. So you're welcome. So there we go. Bayley, Johnny, thank you. Right, let's go fun, shall we? Johnny, again, thank you. Here is Stephanie when she was just 16. There's still loads of responses to that Soraya tweet. So we looked at that a few days ago. But yeah, here is Stephanie, a 16-year-old Stephanie. And isn't that's funny, isn't it? Funny. I can sort of see it's her, but I could believe that's someone else as well. It's weird. Oh my God, the greatest news. TMZ Sports are reporting that Hulk Hogan's company, Real American Brands, is bidding to get the Hooters intellectual property. The aim is to revitalize the chain, right? Representing freedom, grit, and good times. That's what Hooters has always represented. If anyone was to say, why do you only ever eat at Hooters? And they did say that a lot to me. I said, well, it's because there's no other restaurant that really represents freedom, grit and good times, quite like Hooters. And so that's why I will only ever eat at Hooters, because it is that's what it embodies. So I agree. Real American Brands said that Hooters is part of the American story, and they plan to modernize the brand without losing its bold identity. The proposed relaunch will have new products, digital content, gaming for Hooters. What do you do in that game? I don't know why my hands want to do that, and I don't know why. Hooters of America filed for bankruptcy in March. I know. Literally the darkest day. Gaming. Mate, if we get a Grand Theft Auto game about Hooters on PS5, I'm done. You'll never see me again. You will never see me again. So, massive face turn. We all wondered how he was going to get past the whole racism thing, yeah? And as we said on the watch along, he could have apologised. But there is a better alternative, and that is to buy Hooters. So, you know, I mean, come on, boobs. Mates, amazing. Stephanie gets put in a casket. We get another little look here. This apparently was Vader's casket, right? Again, I got to be a bit careful. So there, look, she's going in.
I think so.
Are there air holes? I think so.
Yay. Oh.
All right.
Yep. So.
All right, I'll be in my dressing room.
So there we go. Steph in a casket. Undertaker said, this is the easiest it's ever been for me to get someone in a casket, because she just willingly climbed in, and then he walks away. Yeah, this will be brilliant. This Stephanie's Places will be a lot of fun. I really want to see that one. Right, here we've got, they're now facing each other. So apparently New York are taking on Indiana in the basketball. And apparently this is a really big deal. And I love that for you. And so apparently we had these boomers on a previous Smackdown. I don't know. Whenever I see basketball players, I switch off. Unless they are something to do with the best team ever, which, as we all know, is the Toronto Raptors. I don't know who these boomers are. So there we go. The ghost of Paul Bearer is an unlockable manager in 2K25. How has this been cleared? I really hope their family has been consulted. Could you imagine if Paul Bearer's family come out and go, we didn't know about this? I'm sorry, you can play as the ghost of my dead father in a video game. It's like, yeah, sorry, we probably should have checked that with you first, actually. But now you've said it out loud, it does feel insensitive. I hope they've checked this with the family, because this is wild, mate. That is wild. Hey, this is pretty wild as well. Bro hit the Iyo Sky emote. So, here, look. I mean, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. I know a lot of people are praising him, but first of all, he's a dude, so he's not allowed to do it, unless it's me. And as well as that, he's got a completely wrong belt. I mean, what are we doing? That's the Attitude Era about, and he's doing like Iyo Sky emotes. I mean, what's going on? What is... A lot of people are looking at this praising it. I think it's an absolute sham. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why has he got the Attitude Era about crotch chop instead? Or do you know what I mean? Put the middle finger up like Stone Cold. I mean, instead he's got an Attitude Era about and he's doing a modern day emote. I hope he had a good day though. Respect. I'm only joking. Respect. He got his one moment and he used it to put over pro wrestling, so I'm here for that. It does make sense, though, does it, in all fairness? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm only saying what everyone's thinking. Yeah. David, shout out to you. Dad of the Year Awards. Well, I don't give that out. but if I did, you would be in the running. And I hope you and the kids had a great time, my friend, at Smackdown. And not alone as well, because Hailstorm was there in the crowds. We made it, y'all. Look at this. It's basically, this whole crowd is just made up of community members. So, yeah, David's, Hailstorm, I hope you had a great time. Mark, shout out to you, said I brought these home. Had to get the Rolands, and I've got Bianca. Those are the only two Mania 41s that were on sale. I got them both for £20. That's good, isn't it? Listen, and also, Mark found that one, LA Knight, for £7. There's some real bargains out there, to be honest. These 10 each and 7 there. Some bargains. Get out there. Mackenzie, shout out to you. Mackenzie is going to be on the road to Clash in Paris, going to the Cardiff show. So, Mackenzie, have a great time. And Nick the Train Guy said this got 2,500 likes and was reposted by Shane Helms. Many congratulations, buds. We saw one of these the other day. I think it was it NWO or DX? I think it was DX, actually, which had a little bit of love. And here, another one done by Nick, getting a bit of love from Shane Helms. So, congrats. Right, I need to go, honestly, because my voice is pretty close to packing up by the sounds of it. By the end of this video, I'm going to be whispering. So, Larry, Edward, Mark, Huddle Talk, Wild Child Billy, MLW Flash, Kelly, Big Migs Gaming, Ajax, Praying User Sports, Michael, Cassius, Ian, Michael, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Football 240852123, Daboomer65, Jace, Nails and NY, Robin, Raymond, It's Kaz81, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Lynette, Armando, Nick the Train Guy, Jang Tae Sang, Jason Bracefields, Babs the Barbarian, CM Chunk, Claire Webb, Chris, Fly Music, Big Bam, and Fly Music. Really appreciate the support. I'm off to try and find my voice. In fact, I do have some lozenges. Maybe I should have took one before this. But honestly, I didn't realise it was this bad. It seems like the longer this video's gone on, the more my voice is packing up. But that's okay. We've made it. We made it, guys. And actually, a nice little bite-sized unseen. We are going to be back tomorrow with a Saturday night's main event watch-along. We're going to do that. It's going to be shown. It's an old one that's being shown on WWE Vault. My voice will be back for that. So we're going to do that. And yeah, give me a moment. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to have a lozenge. And then I'm going to attempt the Smackdown review video for the second channel. So appreciate the support as always. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.